Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. How are you all? I hope you're doing well. Well, today I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling a bit better today, I should say. The car is still, you know, here in bits, and yeah, I've decided I'm not going to get rid of the car. I put too much kind of time and love into this thing. I'm just going to see if I can get the dent out, and yeah, I got to say guys, much appreciated for all the guys that have kind of commented and liked and messaged me, private messaged me, all family and friends and that as well, got in touch. They know how much this car means to me. I know I call it my track slag and my shed and that, and I do crash it quite a lot on track, but I do love it, you know, it's a big part of me. A lot of people only know me because of the car, so I think it's worth it to push it and just, you know, get this thing finished, get it on the road, and go from there. So this video probably will be on a few different parts. I'm gonna start off, I've scraped off a lot of the paint, pretty much all the paint off the top, and I've given it a bit of a black sort of guide coat so I can kind of see how bad the dents are. And I've gotten most of them out, and basically tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand down the paint as much as I can, sand it, get it as flat as I can, and start smashing on some filler. Hopefully you don't need to have too thick. I mean, some parts I might need 1 mil, 2 mil of filler. From what I can see anyway. I mean, I'm not a panel beater, and also thanks for the guys that are panel beaters that have got in touch, because you guys have given me tips with blowtorches. You know, blowtorch to stretch the metal and tighten the metal up, and how to work the dents. And I'll show you what I've got done so far. The bonnet is kind of a bit of a write-off. It did snap in half. On the other side it is quite hellish. However, I'm just going to reuse it just now, just kind of because it is red and I'm running out of red paint, and it's rough and ready and has a nice vent, and you know, it's just going to work for now anyway. So yeah, these pieces here I've actually re-drilled and put in new threaded pieces here. These eBay ones are going to get to fuck. I ordered some genuine aero catches, which I'm going to install. I don't actually remember. Yeah, see, they're patches. So this originally did have aero catches on them. And I thought, you know, it'd be nice and neat to get these ones, but blah, don't even get me started on them. So yeah, they're bonded on just now. Inside the car is bonded on, and look at this. So it's kind of looking half respectable. You can see the lines around here, you know, that's the paints. Like, there's like 3 different layers or 4 different layers of paint. And there is going to be dents still on here. It's not going to be perfect. I won't be able to get it absolutely perfect. But future plans, I need to speak to a friend of mine who does a lot of fiberglassing, and I'm hoping we can maybe come up with a bit of a project. So the project could be, again, this is just us talking just now, as I have a spare RX7 outside, basically make a gel coat of the one outside, which is absolute mint, and make a mould, and then make a carbon fibre or something similar, or even just a fiberglass roof. So that's one option, you know, just to stick that on top, and that way it's going to be, it'll be bang on with the gel coat. The second option is speak to a scrappy, somebody's breaking an RX7, and see if I can actually get a roof off them. I mean, if you just cut it here and here, this isn't part of the chassis, I must say. The chassis is actually underneath there. This is just a skin, so it's not actually structural. And I'm glad, because, you know, this piece here, like all these pieces that actually matter, are still solid. So I was kind of fortunate in that aspect. Third option is go to Mazda and ask for a new roof. That ain't gonna happen. That'll probably cost about 2 grand. Talking of 2 grand, buying a dry carbon roof for it is about 2 grand, so that's not happening. But yeah, so basically what I'm gonna do tonight, I've got the DA, I'm gonna get her sort of, I've got 240 grit on that just now. I'll go for 240 grit, sort of feather out the sides and get it as flat as I can, and then I think I'm going to start practicing smashing on some filler. Right guys, that's it sort of sanded down. I can kind of see, if you look at the other side there, it's, you know, creases and stuff. I've taken them out as much as I can, you know, with hammers and a dolly. You know, it doesn't actually look that bad, like now, in matte, but as soon as you like get any sort of gloss on that, where the sun actually takes a hold of the shape, yeah, it'll be buckled. It'll be like a pretzel. But yeah, so that sort of pink colour, that's actually the colour that the car came from Japan with. I mean, it's like a weird sort of burgundy pearlescent sort of colour. It was proper strange, but it was formerly an R Magic car, so yeah, it's got a wee bit of history behind it. Mostly me crashing it. Yeah, you can see there, see when it's wet, you can actually see the ripples, so bah! We'll see. I'll give this a dry down now, and I think I'm going to mock up some filler, and I'm going to do the worst bits first. Oh, sorry. The parts that I know have got a decent sized dent in them, I'll do them first, and then once that's sort of dry, because it'll be thicker, I'll then do a light skim over the top to see really how bad it is. There we have it. So yeah, there was like a deep dent there and there. Some crinkling at the top and slightly along here. So as you can see, it's just basically a a skim to get the bulk of it done, and I'll take you around the other side. Same with this side, you know, just a bit of a skim. And once that's dried, I'll leave that sort of, I'm not really sure, half an hour. I'll feel if it's still sort of tacky or not, and I'll knock off the high spots and then go for another skim. This is the gun I'm using. It's just, I use this because it's like a 1.6mm tip, so it's slightly bigger than my other gun, but I never cleaned it out properly last time, so I'm going to have to take this apart, give it a bit of a service. Here's the baby. This is the boy. This in the Vilbus GTI. Absolute master of a gun. Love it. Just 2K gun really, 1.4mm tip. I should actually get a reg for the gun, but I just go 55 psi off the reg off there. I have got a water trap in there, and yeah, well, that's how the car got painted. Nearly time to do some painting. Cleaned the gun out, and then I'm just stirring up the paint. Hopefully you can hear me. I look a little bit like Bane. Yeah, it's bad for the lungs and stuff, so you need to get yourself a good rated mask. Get what I'm saying? First things first, you just do a little dust coat, or a gripper coat they're called. I don't want to go too heavy here because I'm going to have to blend that in, you see. So I'll go a wee bit more in here because I've got some filler, but I don't want to come too much further down. Yeah. Not so bad. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh Christ, got some hell of a marks going on my face. Anyway, that's it. I'm happy with the progress so far. That'll do for the night. You can see there is dents in there still, however it's a lot better than it was. So yeah, and that sort of side of things, that's positive. We're getting there. So yeah, this video will be probably be a 2-day part, might be a 3-day part. Yeah, maybe 3 days. Basically, when this is dry, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to let this dry overnight. When I come to tomorrow, I'm gonna give it a bit of a sand. I do see quite a lot of pinholes and stuff like that. I'll use like a dolphin glaze, like a glaze, which is like a self-leveler and fine filler just for the small holes. I'll probably go over that. A quick blast of primer over them patches. Sand the full lot down, just probably 400 or 500, and then stick some red on it and practice some blending. But once that's done, yeah, that's it. That's it done. And then we'll be getting some videos of some car action. I need to map it, so we'll be starting from scratch. I have done some basic stuff with the 0 VTC and the BEYTEK locked off, so it's just running on the low cam. And I have been getting some of the fuel curves sorted for that, so basically from there I'll just go up the degrees and then into VTEK terms, and then once I'm happy I've got the fuel sort of curves, I'll start cranking some more boost in her. Hello guys, it's a new day, how are you? Had a nice sleep last night, knowing that I managed to get this beast primed. So today what I'm doing is I'm going to get the guide coat on. A guide coat's like a powder, it's a dry guide coat I use. And that basically just guides you where the highs and lows are in the car. So I've already been doing bits and bobs, and I can see some parts like pinholes in the filler that I'm going to need to go over with a glaze putty. So this here you can see, it's dusty. The black stuff, that's the guide coat. And basically, see this here, see these, like this parts here and here, they are low spots, so I'll just go over them with the glaze. The idea of this is basically you want to take down, because it's quite thick coats of primer, it's like a filler primer, you want to try and take that down flat, because if that's flat, or sorry, if that's got like orange peel and it's a bit bubbly and you put a paint over that, you'll actually find your top coat will also be exaggerated to that, so it'll be even more sort of bubbly. So the best thing to do is give it a good chance by making this as flat as possible, and then when you spray your top coat over, it should be just as flat. So yeah, I'll show you how this stuff works basically. So if I just give this a wee so here, for example, you've got this piece here, how it's just one colour, it's grey, and you see around the edges here how you've got like darker colours and lighter colours. Well, the lighter colours is high spots, the darker colours are low spots, and the idea of sanding it down like this is you actually get rid of the high spots and the low spots and make it completely level. Just quickly, this is the stuff I use, U-POL Dolphin Glaze. It comes in a squishy packet, and it really is, it's quite light. It's like a light filler, real fine. I love this stuff. I used it on the white car as well, and it sands beautifully. It dries really fast, and there's never any pinholes in it. So yeah, the ratio is just the usual with filler, so it's like a golf ball size to a pea. You don't want too much in when you're using lighter colours. If you put too much in, it'll dry a wee bit better in colder weathers. However, you'll find that the pigment in the hardener will actually come through the paint sometimes if you put too much on. Right guys, you can see obviously blend lines and stuff like that now done, and I've done the top. I'm going to give it a quick coat, dusting over, service the Developers GTI, and go for some red. Not got a lot left. Don't know what the hell I'll do with all this paint. Right guys, how's it going now? I've put on a dust coat, so the dust coat's sort of done. You can kind of see it there. I'll put another wee coat over some of the filler patches there, give them an extra coat just to try and blend in the colour a bit more. And I've already got a fly in the bastard. I can kind of see, I don't know if you'll be able to see in here already, but you know there is dents there. I'm not going to be able to get them all out. You know, I dare say if I spent long enough I probably would be able to get it near enough there. But, you know, this is just a temporary solution, This is just temporary just now. I will be replacing either the skin with a new skin, or like I say, go down the route of putting maybe a carbon one or something like that. Sorted! Right guys, how's it going now? I've been away to the missus' family just to get some tea, had some nice macaroni cheese, it was lovely. Yeah, now back at the house. So what I've done was I ran into the garage and I've peeled off all the sort of tape and the plastic, and I'm going to show you it now. However, just remember that I've still got the joins, you know, between the two. I need to flatten down and polish up. There is a lot of flies and a lot of imperfections in the paint, mainly dust and flies, and yeah, obviously still a bit of a ripple. But yeah, come and see this. Oh yes. So yeah, you can see the roof there. It's see a ripple there if I move the camera up and down. But the paint job came out no bad. It's still kind of shiny, so. And here's the join. Remember, I painted right way down here. You can see the join across there, but look at that for a colour match. Like it's pretty much bang on. So, and same with this, mind you, there's a lot of dust there, so flatten out. This is the bonnet. You can see here where it's cracked in half there and there. You can imagine like that folding up, and the actual the vent piece here is what's actually reached over and dented the roof. So and I think because, like, you know, the way that is, that vent is actually built quite strong. I think that's what's done it. These fucking things, ugh. They're going to stay on the car, although I'm not going to use them. I've bought some aero catches, and oh, look at that. I'm not even going to bother fixing this just now. I just want to drive the car. I just want to get it out and actually enjoy it. So yeah, and you can see us up here, there's still mud on it, and yeah. Right guys, and end that on off. That'll do for this video. But yeah, here, thank you so much. Everyone has got in touch. Everyone that's kind of messaged me and sort of went out of their way to, you know, reassure me it'll be alright. You know, pat my head, so go on, you could do this, you could do this. And yeah, the next day I just had enthusiasm and drive just to get in there and just pop out the dent and just see where I can go with it. Like I say, in the future I will be changing the hood, but the roof. But just now that's going to do fine. I just want to get out and drive the car, get mapping, get tuning, and just get it on the road and just enjoy it, you know. Just do what I've been trying to do for this this amount of time. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this video. Again, thank you so much for everyone. I love you all, and yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers.